Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gray here. Thank you again for another great week. We're heading into May next week, so just wanted to tell you a few things that are going on. We have the AWISH ceremony, like festival kind of thing, on next Friday, May 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. And then the big thing coming up in May, it would be Memorial Day. The only change to the schedule is Monday, May 30th is off. I have some links for IPSF summer classes, the spelling words, multiplication division facts, the word tournaments that we're doing. We'll have probably one more this year, and then the chess tournament that we're getting kind of into the semifinals in our class. The last thing I want to tell you is starting next week, maybe you've heard about it from your students already, but starting next week, we're starting state testing. So Tuesday and Thursday morning, we'll do state testing next week. That is the 3rd and the 5th, I believe. And then the next week, we'll also do it Tuesday and Thursday morning, the 10th and the 12th. So you don't have to do anything special. The big thing for the kids has been practicing like just how to take the test, because there's like different tools that we haven't used so you haven't used to log in a special way. We've been practicing that this week. So the kids are getting more familiar with that. But other than that, you know, the kids need to get sleep and have a good breakfast, and then, you know, they'll go to school and they'll do just fine. They've done all the work they've needed to do this year to prepare, so they'll be ready to just do great and represent our school really well. So that'll be fine. So there's nothing extra special you need to do. We'll just be encouraging so no one's stressed out about the test, because they do not need to be for any reason. So you might hear about that going forward the next couple weeks, but then we'll be finished with state testing. And then we'll really be at the end of any like big tests or things going on. I'm looking at a couple different projects the kids might make in May, and you'll hear about those, you know, when they're coming out. But other than that, there's no real big tests or anything coming up, because we're getting close to the end, believe it or not. In Reader's Workshop next week, we're staying in our mystery unit, and we're gonna really talk about kind of the common characteristics of mysteries. We're starting that this week, but next week we're gonna keep doing it and kind of lift the level a little bit, and then we're gonna get into red herrings in mysteries and trying to find hidden clues. That's what's happening in Reader's Workshop. The kids are staying in mysteries. I was reading out loud a series called the A to Z Mysteries. I just read the first book, but that might be a great thing if you guys go to the library, is to look up A to Z Mysteries, because there's a whole giant series of them, and they're really entertaining. The kids really like them. In Writer's Workshop, we're continuing with persuasive speeches. I think I told you last week that we're trying to figure out a way to really celebrate those speeches at the end of the year somehow. Maybe the kids will make the speeches in class, or we'll go to the NPR and do them, or I'll try to videotape them. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but the kids are going to actually give a speech. They'll probably turn one in and give a different speech, but we're working on that. In order to improve the speeches, we're working on a few things. We're really trying to lift the level. We're going to try to do some paragraphing to help organize, and we're going to do something called considering the audience, meaning as I'm writing, I'm thinking, what might the listener or the reader think of what I'm saying, and how can I respond to that? And we're going to specifically talk about what information to get rid of because of the audience, and also what specific words can I choose that can evoke emotions in the audience, so my level of persuasion is better, is more convincing. In math, we're wrapping up our data unit this week, so next week we're going to get into our last big unit, which is mass and volume, and we're just going to kind of orient ourselves to this idea of mass, you know, and then, you know, eventually volume, but mass we'll start with, and we'll think about like what is mass, and also orient ourselves with real world examples. That's what we're going to do in math. In social studies, we're going to look at American heroes, like historical American heroes, and California heroes. And we're going to start that off by kind of asking ourselves what makes a hero, so we can kind of understand why those people are considered heroes. We're not doing anything in science next week. We'll get back to our severe weather the week after, but with testing and stuff, we have a little bit less time. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.